So it's kind of going in and out on me. I'm going to unplug the receiver and plug it back in, see if I can get a steady signal.
Wait until his class comes out. Oh wait,
I
how come
got
you
it.
have McGee?
Yeah, I have it.
You had it?
Claxton.
I had it, but it said it wasn't available.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I unplugged it. All right, go down to Find a Class and click the green Enter button.
But these aren't the Epiphany of Fast. Dude, does Newport News have these?
No classes found. Retry?
Well, and it's curious, like, could you get into another class? Like, could you
Mess up the results.
take off
No class.
the art final?
No classes found.
Yeah,
No classes
Retry.
Retry.
Yeah. All right, now try it.
Oh,
Now I just.
And that's one thing that this works.
Evan, you're doing a good job with your little elementary kid.
No.
No?
How do you like it, Evan?
No?
Great.
Guys, you know something's wrong when I go in and I am like, I called Jess and I was like, Jess, I don't know if I like this anymore.
Elementary?
Ashley.
Is that on?
I
I'm
said
finding
it.
I like it.
Oh, I found
Yeah.
him.
Anybody find my name?
Yep,
Found
there
ya.
it is. Yeah.
Click on
I
the name.
like it. I really do. But it's a lot different than I thought it was going to be.
It's a good
My class wasn't started.
love it.
Like I told you guys, make sure the class started. I hadn't started it, so I had to go in there.
It's a lot of teaching how to
Well,
be
the
a
other
good
day
person.
at Carver,
That's well, the music not
someone
That's what I
mentioned
like, though.
Justin
That's what I
Bieber,
wanted.
and a second
Is
grade
it
girl
asking you
said,
for an
"My mama
ID?"
said he
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So right here, follow my cursor. I'm going to click on anonymous mode and then start class so that you don't have to enter an ID. And it should bypass that ID screen.
Oh, got it.
Got it.
Okay?
No, I went back to
Drop
ID.
back to ID.
So you learn of some of the hiccups that can take place.
So what are we pressing?
Nothing.
It went to welcome and then it dropped right back into
It's
ID.
like, welcome to McGee ID.
Yep.
Nice try.
So close.
Question mark?
All right. Turn it off and then turn it back on.
Only if it's on.
Oh, you're so close.
I'm good. I'm in class now.
Turning on.
Oh, you are?
They were bouncing off the walls.
They would break these.
It should stay on Welcome to
Oh,
McGee
good.
because I have not started the quiz yet.
Are you confused?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I think there's don't know what a coordinate is.
You got record up.
Mine can do
Yeah, we're good.
tick-a-tick-a-tick-a-tick.
Let me turn this off and tell me, can you even see the receiver?
No.
No.
Okay, well then we'll just leave that
They
like
say
that.
rhythms all the time.
How low is that one when you have a
Who is not connected to this class?
Didn't work.
Anybody?
We're playing
All right.
blues.
So what we're going to do, here's the Smart Response quiz that I created. So I'm just going to open it up. Now remember, we started the class, which means we can all connect, but we haven't started the quiz. If you start the quiz but don't start the class, in other words, you flip-flop, kids won't even be able to connect to anything. Keep that in mind. Alright, go down to my Senteo tab, and I can click Start This Assessment Now. Now, when I click Start This Assessment Now, watch how your screen changes. Okay, you see how it changes? Like magic? All of a sudden now,
I'm ready to win.
instead of the Welcome to McGee, you now have questions that the students can answer. Now, they have made some improvements to Smart Response, some ones that we've kind of been asking for a while, and we're going to talk about some of those here in a minute. But let's go to the first question. What I can do is go to the first question, and don't answer this yet, just pay attention to what I'm doing up on the screen. So it says no students have answered. Who isn't finished? Now, if you were doing, if students were actually logging in, what you would be able to do is click Show, and all the student names would be here. And as they answered real time, their names would disappear. Okay, so that's really nice. So Johnny, you know you haven't answered yet. They're all 18 anonymous, so that's not really helping. This one I really like, this results preview, and this is brand new. In the past, let's say we're working through an SOL prep quiz, and I want to give a quick discussion after each question. I kind of want a snapshot of the question and then talk about how the class did as a whole. What I would have had to do is stop the whole quiz. It would show the results, and then I have to start the quiz again from scratch. Now, you can click Show, and it will give you a results preview. So right now, nothing's been going on. So what I want you to do, so you said Show Bar Chart, Pie Chart, and it goes back and forth. I want you to go ahead and answer this. I'm going to join as well. And in real time, it's populating a chart. And show, so we have 8, 7.
What'd you do?
We still are waiting on 6.
Do I need to press enter?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're waiting on me.
You'll know that you did it successfully when your arrow is on 2.
Waiting on me.
If your arrow is on 2, then you
Waiting on
answered
me too.
correctly.
I was like,
All right, all students.
I am.
And here we can take a look. We can show a bar chart.
Oh no.
That's what I was waiting for. Do I hit it?
So we can see that 16% of us, which includes me, are 25% or older.
That's good.
5% of you are 21. 33% of you are 22. 44% of you are 24. And that's a real nice addition that they made to 2.7.
What about 20?
Oh, I'm sorry, 44% are 23. So nobody's 24?
24. Moving on.
All right,
Who's 24?
let's go to the next question just by clicking this. I have enjoyed student teaching.
Can you hit the slash in between?
And now in the top corner, you see T, F, and Y and N. Those 2 buttons, true, false, or yes, no.
Oh, gotcha. Interesting.
I actually never student taught,
Well,
so I can't answer that.
just
I got my provisional license by teaching a year, which was much better because I got paid for student teaching.
I don't mind waking up.
You guys are paying them to do the work for them.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
I'm not saying
Thanks. Let me change my answer.
Wow, okay. So either y'all are really good liars, or you really are enjoying student teaching.
I don't mind
There's
waking
no
up.
Because I didn't get when mine.
I just wish they would
dropped
stop
out
stealing
when I
my
was going
pencils.
through.
I wish so too.
All right, so 88% of you enjoyed student teaching, 11 didn't. Okay, and because this is anonymous mode, I don't know who didn't, and I'm not really worried about it. But again, you would have a more graphical summary, a deeper graphical summary, more detailed, if you actually included student IDs. Okay, we go back and forth between bar chart and pie chart. Notice each time I'm experimenting with a different background. You wouldn't do that because it would probably distract the students, but you would choose backgrounds that would actually enrich the slide that it's on. I have wanted to be a teacher for blank years.
Oh my gosh.
Now, because this is an actual numerical response, you can put in whatever. And notice at the end of line 3, there is no Y, N, T, F, A, B, C, D, E. It's blank. Now look, we've got here all over the place, results all over the place. 18 years. Somebody's been dreaming about it.
Now it's just a nightmare.
All students have finished, and there's your summary, and here's a bar chart.
What's the
kinda
majority? 7?
So that's nice. So it's really, we have results in that one all over the place. All right, let's go to our next question. And again, at any point, I can stop the assessment. If I wanted to stop it and prematurely go over the results in more detail, I could. Up here, it's telling me that this Senteo set has gone on for 5 minutes and 44 seconds. So let's go to the next slide. I have used Smart Response Senteo before. Yes or no? So we have quite a divided class here.
Can you go back if you
can.
That's a good question, though.
No, I don't.
Notice we had a thing in the middle because we were still waiting for some students. So, 61% of you have never used Senteo before. So that's good. You learned something new tonight. 38% of you have.
Delete. Where do you,
Did it? It doesn't.
Alright, I'm kind of proud of this one. So I gotta turn off the lights. This is kind of cool. Alright. The background on this page is from which country? France, Ireland, Italy, or the United States? And this is the only question, I believe, in this set that actually has a correct answer.
I'm gonna guess.
So here's an example of when you can add an image to your background. And it really makes it look like more than just your average ordinary quiz.
Yeah.
If I click the right one.
I know. I can't tell if I clicked what I wanted to click.
Okay, I
We're
clicked the
waiting
right
on
one.
one anonymous student.
Did I enter?
Alright, so you ready to go to the next slide?
What's the answer?
What's yeah?
Oh, you really want to know?
Yes.
Alright. Let's see.
That should be on, like,
44% said
California.
Italy. Let's see, 33% said Ireland. 16% said France.
It's probably
It's actually Italy. These trees are really native.
Yeah,
I know, I recognize him from The Gladiator. And I was like,
This is actually Tuscany,
Tuscany.
right here. Okay.
I just
And
recognized
what I
it from a
cut
movie.
off on the picture is the. This was my background on my desktop for a while. Was the highway here? It's just over here to the right, and I cut it off.
looks like France.
Okay. Kind of a place you like.
obviously you don't know.
All right. I think the next one has a picture too.
It looks like France to me too.
The next one.
Jess.
My favorite type of music. Yeah, see, you can oohs and ahs. Imagine what your students will say. So you have 7 choices on this one. And by contemporary pop, I just kind of meant, top 40.
Britney.
That kind of stuff. Yeah, Lady Gaga, that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Gosh. Puking up.
I do love the beads.
Well, this
Yeah,
second
other is
grader
just
did
if you
not.
don't see anything up there that really suits you.
Like,
Or five.
There's just so many different genres of music.
I could go with any of them, really.
blue is a label that I like.
That's what my 5th graders are doing. We're doing recorders.
The blues?
Shades the blue, and then we're doing
So we're
the
still waiting on
12 bar
one.
blues. And the
All right. This is interesting. So 27% of you consider rock and alternative your choice. 5% hip hop. Let's see, 11% country. Nobody chose jazz. Nobody chose R&B. 16% of you chose contemporary pop. 38% chose other. So that's kind of interesting. So at this point, with this question, that lends itself to a class discussion. So if you chose other and you're comfortable, what type of music you thinking of?
I like classical mainly, but
Okay.
I would have liked for this to be a multiple answer question.
Okay.
Because I could have put a few.
Okay. So you would have a number of different choices.
And plus, my
Indie
main
rock.
one wasn't on there, so.
Okay. All right. So, you could make this one a multiple answer. I didn't because I really wanted favorite, but I didn't think that maybe people have a number of favorites. If you chose other, can you give us an idea what you chose? Just call it out.
Film
Blues.
scores.
Blues.
Blues,
Film scores.
film scores,
Classical.
electronic,
Yeah.
classical. Okay.
techno.
So you can see there's just so many
Indie
genres
rock.
up there.
Pop music.
All right, good.
The same chord progression.
Next,
I like to be mom.
my favorite season of the year is.
I like them all.
None of them.
They're all special
I'm really
things
curious to
except
see
I'm tired of winter, so.
how this works out.
Because I like
Okay,
the
so there
winter.
literally are every season is
Cold.
already
That's winter.
represented, which I wasn't sure how that would work out. Not surprisingly, well,
It's
still
cold in
waiting on
winter.
2.
I picked the fall.
I'm thinking.
I picked
I like the
fall
smell of
too.
empty
Okay.
schools.
Not surprisingly, only 5% of you chose winter.
And empty residence
I was
halls.
saying winter.
I love the smell.
27% of you chose
I hate
spring. 33 summer, and 33 fall.
Oh wow.
Spring for one reason. Opening day.
Crazy.
Good. And again, just adding the background is just as simple as going to format, background, once again, and just clicking image and browse to where the image is. Yes?
Automatically format it to go like that, or do you have to cut it?
No, and that is the one limitation